The foreach method is one of the most used methods on arrays. Let's go and see how it works. Let's look for it on MDN, and here in the description it says that the foreach method executes the provided callback once for each element present in the array in ascending order. Well, this may look like Chinese at first, so let's move to the text editor and try to make it simple. Let's type in the name of the array, then use the foreach method. Well, here it says that the foreach method accepts a callback that will be executed for each item. A callback is basically a function. If you've never seen how a function works, don't worry, we'll soon speak about functions. So let's add a function here. So this is how you add a callback, and whatever you put here, this code will be executed for each element in the array. So let's console log hi. Our array has 4 items, so we must have hi 4 times. And great, it is working as expected. I can add another console log here. And you can notice that this block of code is executed for each element in the array. If our array had 2 elements, this block of code would have been executed twice. This block of code would be executed twice. If our array had 5 elements, this block of code would be executed 5 times. Great. Let's remove the second console log. Now, what if you want to access each item? If we go to the MDN, it says that the callback can take 3 arguments. The first argument is for the current value. So this is what we need. To use it, you add the argument here. I will call it element. And now within this block of code, we have access to this element variable. Each time it will have the value of the item in the array. So let's console log this element. And great, it is working properly. The MDN says that the second argument is the index of the current element being processed in the array. So let's make use of that argument and let's call it index. And here I can make use of it with console log. And now we have this element is at index 0, this element is at index 1, and so on. And finally, the last argument that this foreach method takes is the array itself. So let's console log to display the array each time. And great, now you know how to use the foreach method. Sometimes you just need to use the first argument, which is this one. You only need the value of the element. So you will not use these other 2 arguments. Sometimes you need these 2 arguments, the element and its index, and sometimes you need all of these arguments. It depends on what you want to do with your array.